Someone is looking for us. Voices on the outside calling out. If nobody else has the nerve to answer, then it will be me. They say nothing can live on the surface. Certainly nothing human. As children, they told us to stay inside the Sankt walls. But life enclosed by concrete and clunking machinery found for me nothing but pure, unadulterated misery. I was meant for something else. Something bigger. Give me your suit and tell me how you heard these voices.
You can't go out there. They'll kill you.
I know what the history books will call me. The man born without fear. It's getting hotter now. There's no word for what they are. Folks back home mostly just call them the beasts. I believe they are more than that. They say these beasts destroyed the land. Others say they rose from the ashes. They're afraid to find out. Not me. I was never afraid.
Keep them coming. Cheers.
With a drink like this, you must have received some bad news.
You have no idea.
Not this spot again.
It was 300 years ago when the first of the Ascentrians embarked on the greatest mission the world had ever seen, the Great Migration. When the old world, formerly known as Earth, was deemed no longer fit for human life, it was our boys in gold who answered the call. Filling 1,000 transport ships of only the righteous and good-natured, the most virtuous of mankind ascended to what we now call home, the heavens themselves, the Ascentrium. And the timing could not have been better, for shortly after the Great Migration, the old world naturally fell into disarray and destroyed itself. The mountains eroded, the oceans dried up, and the air became toxic. For 3 prosperous centuries, we Ascentrians have mourned the lives of our fallen friends of the old world. In fact, if you look out your bedroom window, you can still see the blackened planet hovering over us from the great infinite. But through the destruction of the old, paved way for the new, as the greatest civilization the galaxy has ever seen, the Ascentrium was founded, and, to this glorious day, remains stronger than ever. Today, we celebrate the 300th year since the Great Migration, and give thanks to the brave men and women who led us through the great infinite of space and made the heavens our new home. With our capital's future looking brighter than ever, who knows what other tremendous achievements our people might have in store. Perhaps one day you will clad yourself in the golden white and explore the cosmos for yourself. Looking good, David. Looking good.
David, smug little git.
I used to love those old adverts. Captain, I see you're already celebrating after hearing the good news.
I'm not celebrating, I'm just having a nice quiet drink. Well, I was.
A good evening to you, bar wench. I'll have whatever the good captain is having.
He will?
Let's find out.
What's the occasion?
The captain here hasn't told you. He and I will be the first Ascentrium explorers to return to the old world. True history in the making. A mission personally bestowed upon us by the Pallet Tsar himself.
The old world? It was completely destroyed. Everyone is dead.
There may be survivors. Something about sustainable living conditions beneath the earth or some such. If so, it is our duty, nay, our responsibility, no, duty sounds better, to save them from that desolate place.
They don't speak, but they choose me. For what? I'm sure I don't know. It's a sinking feeling, caught in the eye of a storm. It's so damned hot. I must hear the voices. I must hear the voices. Right. I feel it now. The fear. I may have underestimated its benefits. Some of us never fear for our life, until the moment it's being ripped from your chest.
Sounds like a noble endeavor.
Most noble! This will be a rescue mission of sorts, and I, Mosale of Prosperity, will be leading this once-in-a-lifetime expedition. At the starship's helm is none other than Captain Rausch.
We'll be looking for signs of life. We'll be back in a few days after we find nothing.
Don't let the captain's perpetually sullen demeanor fool you. He's being modest. But nobody is more modest than me. A simple joke, I assure you.
So, why return now, after all this time?
Well, I'm really not at liberty to discuss such information. I also don't know. The whole operation is being kept on the down hush, and rightly so. Regardless, it's not my place to reveal the Palazzar's secrets, top or otherwise.
You've already told her everything, Mosale. Might as well keep going.
Very well. You see, it's my first time embarking on an assignment of this magnitude. I'm dipping my toes into the proverbial pool of interplanetary travel.
You seem confident for a man who's never left the Ascentrium system.
Why shouldn't I be confident? The Palazzar himself handpicked me for this opportunity. Our Excellence sees me fit to represent the Ascentrium as an emissary of sorts. Should we come across any inhabitants of the old world, that is.
You'd never guess, but Mosale talks for a living.
Ha! He's done me again. You know, if I had a nickel for every time this man has busted my chops, I'd be dead. Captain, pray tell the bar wench of your role in this expedition.
I fly the ship.
Ever concise, Captain Rausch. You see, this is exactly why the Palazzar chose someone with a little more charm to go aboard this vessel. A joke, Captain, a joke. In all seriousness, he's actually a very talented pilot. Probably the best in the Ascentrium. Why else would the Palazzar request his services?
Let's just say he knew I couldn't refuse.
There you have it. I knew the man was enthralled with excitement. Rightly so.
Now, I know this isn't my place to ask this question.
Surely it isn't, but go on. Don't you just love the curiosity of the common folk? You'd better get used to it, Captain. We will be hailed heroes upon our return.
Right. So, on this top-secret mission of yours, what happens if you succeed?
Excuse me?
What happens if you find people in the old world?
A question most humbling, bar wench, for I am unburdened by this knowledge. I simply do the job for which I am paid, handsomely or otherwise.
We have been given another day. The Sankt has awoken, and the inner workings have come alive. Pulsating with electricity, emitting heat, powered by steam. Today, may the Sankt's lights guide us, may its air sustain us, and may its walls keep us safe. Use your light well, my friends.
Hello, Miss Lady?
I'm here. Are you lost?
The minister sent me, miss. What is this thing?
This is a transmission tower. It sends a signal to the outside world.
Outside?
In case there are other civilizations, like ours.
It can talk to people? People like us?
If they're listening, sure.
But there are no other people outside the Sankt. That's what Dad says.
Your father may be right, but we'll never know if there are others out there if we don't try.
It looks complicated. You built it yourself?
I did.
Whoa, you must be super smart! Are you smart?
Not any more than most people. Things like this just take time.
How does it work?
I can show you, but shouldn't you be in class at this time?
They canceled Academy today.
Cancelled? Why is that?
The minister didn't say, but he canceled school and told me to come find you.
The minister's looking for me?
I'm on a top secret mission. He said it's of an important grave.
Don't you mean of grave importance?
That's the one, yeah. Come on, I'll take you to him.
There are two sides to the universe. It can be stable and predictable for eons. Then, in an instant, dynamic and chaotic. Be it the binding of two atoms or a collision of entire galaxies. Combination facilitates creation. The human brain behaves similarly. From pulsating neurons to the faces you see on a screen. After all, we are the universe. And everything, sometime or another, must collide.
My father always told me that the cosmos was like a great celestial portrait. The Almighty, of course, the artist of the great infinite.
An unfinished painting at best. The old world is a void, a gaping hole in the galaxy. They say nothing can live there. Not even the sun itself can illuminate it. If there is a god, then he's forgotten that place.
I say, Captain, your overbearing enthusiasm is likely to kill me. Do you really think we won't find anything?
We may find something. I don't reckon it will be anything good. We abandoned the old world, Moselle, and likely for a good reason. Sometimes I wonder if, when our ancestors built these heavens, they created hell in their wake.
The planet eroded away, that much is true, but I hardly believe we're traveling to hell. That's a little much. Our gracious leader chose us for this mission. Take solace in that. He surely wouldn't send us to our peril.
I hope you know what you're doing, mate.
Trust me, Captain, I know exactly what I'm doing. Do you wish to kill me before I even set foot on this planet, Captain?
You know you're gonna have to clean this up.
I'm Roush. I was born in heaven. The Ascentrium.